All right, we are back for another exciting episode of the Pathfinders podcast. This month, I'm joined by somebody that I don't get to really talk to that much, just because of some time frame differences. And but whenever we do see him, he's always easily hiding behind a corner with an auto, ready to kill me. Um, Today, we're joined by our resident chef, Mr. Koolmees. Hello, Koolmees. How's it going?
Good evening. Everything going great here.
Well, the weather's terrible. We did see the sun for the first time in a few days today, so there is that. But
Well, here we had a lot of rain lately and even snow, but today the weather was okay. A lot of wind, but not that cold.
we had
For
some
change.
nice. We had some pretty cold weather, and then today I turned on my air conditioner. So that's how it works in Texas.
You got air conditioner?
Oh, yes. You cannot survive in Texas without an air conditioner. I
I
promise
know, I
you.
got plans going there, but I don't know when yet.
Oh, you're going to come to Texas?
Yeah, but I don't know when. Somewhere in the next 5 years, I think.
Depending on when and where you're coming, we might have to
Have a barbecue.
Yeah, exactly. I'm dying to try some of your cooking, man. Some of the pictures and stuff you've shared. I'd love to try some of it.
Secret recipes.
That's right. So obviously you're a chef, but tell us a little bit more about yourself. Where you from? Things like that.
Yeah, I'm Mitchell. I'm originally from Holland, but currently I live already for 10, 11 years in Belgium. I'm married with a Thai lady from Thailand, which I met in Holland. Got one kid and a couple cats, and we're just enjoying life.
Nice. It's a very unique, I guess, situation. Dutch guy living in Belgium, married to a woman from Thailand. It's unique.
Yeah,
I like it.
it's been a really awkward situation in like 10, 11 years ago in Holland, so that's the reason why we moved.
Okay. So what is it about? So why Belgium? Why there? Family or something?
No, my family moved to Spain 12 years ago.
Oh, and your family's in. That's right. I remember. I remember you saying that your dad comes in every once in a while.
Yeah, my mom died 5 years ago, and my dad is now living in Spain. He comes over every single year, and we try to go one time a year to him, of course.
And then, of course, I mean, you go to Thailand too. I remember you've
Uh,
talked about those trips for a few times.
yeah, I
That was
try to
fun.
go to Thailand one time in every 2, 3 years. My wife goes every year, but it's just a freaking expensive trip.
Yeah. Well,
And I
that's good.
cannot. And it's just about vacation days. I cannot take 4 weeks vacation, then I got nothing else left the rest of the
Uh,
year.
oh well, I mean, you could work. I mean, work. I mean, that's what
That's
we do,
that's what
right?
that's what I'm doing. 60, 70 hour week.
So you're a chef, right? The head chef or sous chef, or
I'm alone in the kitchen, so
you're
automatically head chef, I
alone in the
guess.
kitchen. You don't have any
Yeah.
help?
No, I got a dishwasher and that's it.
Ooh, so you do this in what, a hotel, right? Is
Yeah.
that correct? A
Yeah,
hotel,
a 3-star hotel.
3-star hotel. So you're doing this is basically like the room service stuff, or is this like a restaurant that's like in the
No,
hotel?
we got no room service. We only got like a restaurant bistro and a bar. Maximum 60 people a evening. But that's between 5 o'clock and 10 o'clock in the evening. So if they all come to eat, the first start at 5 o'clock, the last one start at 9:30, then it's okay. But if they all come at the same moment, then I'm a shit.
It seems like a lot for one person.
It's all about preparation.
Oh, okay. So do you do all three meals, or do you just do dinner?
Lunch and dinner.
Lunch and dinner. So I guess you spend your mornings prepping for lunch and dinner.
Yeah, I start in the morning around 10 o'clock. So
Oh, okay. I can't imagine. I wish I could cook. I'm not gonna lie. I can't. The best I can do is take it out of the box and put it in the oven and hope that I put it for the right temperature and time.
yeah, also black.
It's just gonna burn. I mean, it just is what it is. I haven't burnt the house down. I did break my glass on the oven door once, but that's another story. Um, so
That's
I'm
like
not very,
shit happens.
yeah, I'm not very good in the kitchen, like, at all. So what kind of like foods do you like cook and serve? Are they like here in America we have like American things. It's like, I guess, food that people kind of associate with America, even though most of them didn't even come from America. So like we're talking like hamburgers, steaks, things like that. Does like Belgium have like a special type of cuisine or something that you like fix for the thing, or do you for the hotel restaurant, or do you just sort of come up with your own stuff?
Yeah, we got our Belgium classics, of course. Like there's a beef stew that the beef is baked first and then cooked in some dark beer, really slowly for a couple hours. Then we also got a kind of chicken stew with some mushrooms in there. Really classic things, but I also sell a steak. I got like a really nice hamburger on there now with some truffle mayonnaise, mac and cheese, some
Ooh,
Spanish paella. I just go around the world. Some Thai curry, of course. At
what
this
is
moment, I'm really going around the world.
so? What is your favorite thing to cook?
At this moment, I got a shrimp dish on there with a sauce of smoked salmon, some pepper, some cream. And it's one of the favorite dishes of the hotel guests. It's the most salt one.
Ooh, that you're making me hungry, man. It is. It is getting close to dinner time as we record this, and now I'm
I will
getting
get
pretty
you a
hungry.
photo next week.
Nice. Um,
I
I
got
mean,
weekend now, so
I know you're the guy that's like giving, I think, Vandor and Eki the recipes and stuff for the newsletter, so we appreciate you sharing
I
those.
try to do
But
my best.
I just, I don't eat fancy food like that. I would love to try it, but it's like I'm just, I'm too
It's not
country.
that hard to make. It's just
I'm just
follow
too
the
country.
recipe. That's the most important. But a
Man, I
good
just,
barbecue if you're in the country. You're from the country. Yeah, barbecue, of course. Huh? That's also really awesome. Huh? I love to
well,
make some pulled
barbecue.
pork or some ribs. Or
Oh yeah. Oof, now we're talking. Now we're talking. I mean, Texas is pretty known for its barbecue. Florida, not so much, but Texas, yes.
some
Uh,
roadkill chicken.
my dad used to cook this chicken when we would go to the hunting camp. When we were younger, he would drink half the beer
Ah,
and
that's the
then
best. I put a
put the
cut of
rest of
beer
the
in
beer
there.
in the
Yeah,
chicken. It just let it smoke for a couple hours. It's so good.
crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside.
Oh yeah, it's and if we cooked enough chicken, he was pretty buzzed himself. So I mean, he was feeling pretty good. So, but yeah, so it's just cooking is very fascinating to me. I used to watch a lot of like the cooking shows that came on like the Food Network, and always really been interested in it, but just I guess really just too scared to try it is what it comes down to. I don't want to screw up and mess up, but
Just do. You will learn the way.
learn the way of the
That's the
chef.
thing.
I think I'd
One
like to
time
run
in
a
the summer.
food truck.
Oh, that's my dream to have a food truck in Spain
Just,
and just go
just
around the coast.
yeah, it's just it's like if I'm going to be in the food industry, I think a food truck is the way it would be. Just simple, just like a simple menu. Go where you want to go, work when you want to work.
Yeah,
Uh,
but in the end, it's not simple because you have to prepare everything.
yeah, that's really what it's all about. Though is the preparation, which is probably what you spend the majority of your time doing.
Yeah, I'm glad in the afternoons it's not that busy, so I got time to prepare everything.
Mm. Well, good. Now that I'm hungry, and we get to know you a little bit, let's continue this trend and just tell me a little bit about like your dot story. How did you get involved in Dave Defeat Source, and how did you end up with us nerds in the Eighth ID?
I started there with the Defeat Source here in the beginning. You could buy Counter Strike, and you
Mm.
get Day of Defeat Source for free, which mean I never played Counter Strike. To be really honest, I played it 2 or 3 times and I hated it.
I
And
only
then
played the bots. I'm not gonna lie. I just really just played the bots.
I started in Day of Defeat Source, and the first server I went on, gonna be surprised, gonna be the 6 for B.
Ugh, ugh,
I know,
ugh.
I know.
Hey, I feel it. I understand. I've been there.
I was even a member of SEC for a couple of years, for 2 or 3 years, I think. My name was Tony, and then I left them and I joined the 509th PIR with Captain Napolitano. Been there 1 or 2 years, I think, realism unit.
Hmm.
And they disbanded, and me and some Swedish friends, we decided to make the 502nd PIR, which we've been a captain of for 5 till 7 years, I think. We really won really big till 75 to 100 members on
Oh,
the biggest
nice.
moment. And then one guy joined us, the guy called Sturm. He was the coder, and that's really the actually founder of the realism mod.
Oh, nice, nice. That's really cool.
He made the realism mod for us in the beginning, and then start sharing it with all the other units. And then he joined. He was from Germany. He joined or made a German unit. I don't know if he made it by himself or joined it, and then keep building it further and further and further. And that's what the third PGD is using at this moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, me and Fear were um, talking about like the realism plugin, and we were talking about something for special events, and we were like, well, we might just have to do something by the honor system. And I was like, and if I remember correctly, I think that's how realism in like Day of Defeat 1.3 was done. It was just if you died, you just went to spectate. You just had to use the honor system. And Fear was like, yeah, that's how we started realism in Day of Defeat Source.
Yeah, and then the plugin came
Until
with
your plugin came around from your guy. So that's really good.
But this was Switz who was running the East versus West campaign, I think, back in the days. And then yeah, Sturm came with the idea, I'm a coder, and he's gonna make something for it, and that's how everything got bigger with all the competitions between the old 8 and the first MRB, the 6, all the big units winners, the first SES.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think the first SES won that season, but we were top 3, as I remember. Till everything just died out, people get alive.
Yeah, people grew up and got lives and went outside.
It was really slowly going down until we had like 5 active members. And I think that's also how I know Moore. Moore was in our unit also. I remember him since he was a little kid, 14 years old.
A 14-year-old Moore.
14 or 15. He was really, he did not talk at all.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hard. That's actually hard to believe.
Yeah, comparing to now.
Yeah. No, Moore's a good dude. I like him.
Yeah, he's really good guy.
But a 14, 15-year-old Moore, I can just
No, I
imagine.
think he was 14, 15. Are we talking about 10 years ago?
Yeah.
So,
man, that's neat that you had that connection with Moore. I remember him saying something about that when you joined up. Or he joined up. I don't remember. I can't remember off the top of my head who joined first.
That's really the only guy I also know that's in this unit before I know everybody else.
Oh. Well, that's okay. Now you just get to know us over the few years that you've been with us.
Of course, and I'm enjoying it here. So
yeah, I just hate that we can't see you as much as we'd like to, and just because of the time zone difference and you having to take care of your family and stuff. But you're always there for us when we need you in like officials and the inter unit scrims and things like that.
Yeah, those times are nice. So there's 9 in the evening here.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
I mean, you could just I don't know how Elf does it. I mean.
I guess no life.
No, he just reverse. His like body is reverse. I don't know.
That's what I did in the past when I was still living in Holland. Like I work by day and I go to sleep and I wake up like 2-3 at night and I play with all the American guys.
Man, I'm too old for that now.
Yeah, I'm talking 15 years ago. So
it's like I hit about 2:00. I'm ready. I'm done. Just put a fork in me. Anything past like 2 a.m., it's not happening really.
Same here. Now it's 12:30 almost around here. So.
But yeah, that's good. So you run our enlistment department, the recruitment side of things. This is the guy that says you can get in or not. So if you got into the 8th ID, you can thank Koolmees for that. If you didn't get into the 8th ID, you can thank Koolmees for that.
I got my people to do the background checks and everything. I'm just overlooking everything.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how the departments are set up to run. You have your NCO that's in charge of it, and they just get the little minions to do little minion things. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's pretty much how I do things at the top of this ladder. So, I mean, I just don't do anything and just watch everybody do things.
That's why I like to be a chef in the kitchen. In the end, you don't got any responsibility because everybody else does everything.
The waiters are taking the complaints, right?
But I'm alone, so just the big thing.
Just put the headphones in and just do your thing, right? The orders come in, you fix them up. You hit do you have a little bell you ring? Tell them to come pick it up.
Yeah,
like in the movies, the little ding ding. I could just see that. Just ringing a bell.
We tried to walkie-talkie one time, but they just put the ears out. We don't hear it anymore. So okay, back to the bell. Ding 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 ding.
Back to the bell. That's funny that's actually a thing. You see things in movies and you're like, they don't do that in real life. Well, apparently they do.
It is.
So that's good. But yeah, man, I won't keep you too long today. I know you've had a long day and you got some things to get done this afternoon or this evening. I guess it's like, dang,
You
you're
are go to
almost
sleep in
yeah, I
half an hour, I
got to
think.
get to bed. So we usually like to end these podcasts with our guests telling us a joke. So the floor is yours, my friend.
I'm just gonna try something up, but I got no jokes.
No jokes. Oh, come on. You got to have a
So,
joke. You
except
got to have a go-to.
something really like a dad joke. If you see a
Hey,
cri-
I
if you
love
see a,
dad jokes.
if you see a crime at the Apple Store, are you an eyewitness?
I appreciate that. I like it.
I just have to think with you and Apple.
I do have a thing with Apple. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I like Apple also. I never in the past I always had like a Samsung phone or something else, and then my wife always had Apple. But then my phone broke, so I get one of her old Apples, and since then I'm using all her old phones goes to me.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's like usually when a new phone comes out, I mean, you talk about it and you're like, "Hey, what's the difference?" And I want to get my wife a new one for the better
Uh,
camera to take pictures of the kiddo or whatever. He's like, "Yeah, and I'm gonna get the old one." So that's
Now
a
also she did not want the 15, so she's waiting for the 16, and I will get her 14.
oh, there you go. Oh, so you're gonna have to miss a year because she missed a year. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
but the 15 and 16 is almost the same, right?
there's some subtle differences, but
Yeah, but
yeah.
she got the Pro Max all the time, so.
Oh, me too. That's the best phone. I just there's no other phone to buy except the Pro Max, in my
And
opinion.
and then the fun part, my old phone goes to the kid.
Just pass them on down. My kid's 9, and I'm sure in a few years we're gonna be having to figure out something along those lines
Yeah,
as
mine
far
is
as
11 now, and she going to the how to say to the high school next year after summer. So we start slowly with giving her a phone this year, and so she can get used with it, with WhatsApp and everything to contact mama and papa.
okay. So wait a second. All right. So I work in education. I mean, that's no secret to anybody. So she's 11 and she's
She's
going to high
11.
school
Yeah, basic
next
school.
year.
You go to basic school and then you go to high school, right?
Well, we have something in the middle.
What's the middle?
Do y'all not have it in the middle?
The middle school then?
Yeah, we have like elementary, middle school or
how
junior high, and then high school.
how many years is that?
Like, do y'all do grades? Like grade levels, like grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or y'all just go by age?
No, I think it's go by.
Okay, well, well, you start in kindergarten at like age 6, and
Oh no,
then
here's age 4.
okay, and so you leave elementary school, which is we leave our elementary school at 5th grade. So that's what's roughly 6, 7 years later, 6 years later, something like that. So then you would go to like junior high, which you're in for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and then at 9th grade you go to high school, which you're pretty much 14, I think,
Oh,
maybe. I don't
here
know.
they go on 12 already, and then that's I think 4 years, and then they can choose if they go to college. And after college, they can choose to go to university.
Oh, okay. So it seems like y'all start a year or two earlier.
But the crazy part is they already have to choose what they want to do for the future when they are 12,
Oh,
which
geez.
in my opinion is way too young.
I don't know what I want to do tomorrow. I can't imagine having to pick what I want to do for the rest of my
I got
life
the
when I'm
same. I'm
12.
even thinking to change job to get like a car mechanic or something.
If I had any recommendation, I always tell this. It's like just be an electrician. I mean, you're always going to need an electrician. If
I,
you don't
st-
know
I
what you
started
want to do, just be an electrician.
I started for that for half a year and then I quit because yeah, who want to teach somebody how to put like a plug into each other? Like you got two wires. What can you do wrong?
Oh,
That's
you'd be surprised.
because in the past I was thinking to go to do the ICT into the computer networking and stuff like that, and then they're gonna teach me that. So I just quit with it, and I'm like, okay, I'm working as a cook already for a long time. I'm just gonna study for a cook.
Oh, nice. See, I do the networking stuff, so that's kind of what I do. But that's interesting about the school system. Now, like, how old? All right, okay. So, parent to parent here, let's have a conversation. How old was your? Because this is something I've been thinking about. How old was your daughter when you got her the phone for the first time?
This year,
So
11.
11. Okay, so
Her
because
her her,
our
her,
kid has
her
asked
class
for one.
Their classmates already got it for a couple of years, but we said like, no, you don't need it before you go. You finish the primary school, you don't need it.
Yeah.
And,
Some
but
conversation.
I got her a watch because I know
Okay.
because she was a model, so I got like a GPS watch. She can also send messages and calls with. But
Okay.
really rarely it was used. We get it last year. But then this was the cheap ass thing from China. You know how it works.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we decided to like, okay, we're gonna give you a phone, and if she goes away with friends in the weekend, for example, she go to play in the kindergarten or whatsoever, she can bring her phone. We know where she is. We can track her. If there's something, she can call us. We can call her. And
Yeah. I was
it's
having a conversation with another guy that has some kids like similar to my age, and or my kid's age, and we were talking about like the age to get a cell phone, and um, the thing that helped them decide when to do it was she was starting to have like sleepovers at other kids' houses, and um, like he had to deal with a situation where like somebody was just kind of uncomfortable and wanted to go home, and so what kind of made up his mind is like, well, what if my kid gets uncomfortable about something or just wants to come home but has no way of contacting me? And so that was kind of the as the kid got a little bit older and started to like stay at other places with like friends and stuff, that was kind of the deciding factor of like when to get a phone.
hmm
And so I'm
I
thinking
get it also.
yeah, it's like that's probably what it's going to be for me. But luckily, my kid didn't want to go anywhere. He just wants everybody to come here.
Yeah, my kids
So
want to go to the different places, but mommy doesn't allow it.
it's like
We only got one, and what if something happened?
my kid wants all of his friends to come stay here. Uh, Probably because he's spoiled and has all the toys and the
Yeah,
Lego.
we also got a problem. We're living like a little bit outside of the city,
Hmm.
so it's not like they can drive a bicycle to here or whatsoever. It's already getting a little bit dangerous for that age, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the world I guess we live in that we have to be a little extra cautious. Like when I was my kid's age, it's like I'd wake up, have breakfast, watch some
And go out
cartoons on a Saturday morning, and then I'd leave the house
and
and
come
I'd
back at
come back to
5 o'clock
dark.
for dinner.
Yeah, I'd be back at dark. I mean,
Hear,
I
hear the
may show
mommy,
up for lunch.
hear the mom calling outside. Come on, home.
Yeah, it's so, but it's like we just, I mean, it's
That's
just
how it
not the
was.
world we live in anymore.
Yeah,
So,
I still remember the first time internet came in. Because my dad was in the military, he was working for ICT in the military when it first starting. So we were like the first one in the city who got internet, and I still
ooh,
remember the calling in south with the what was it, the 56 KB modem.
oh man, 56K is what you started with. I started with like a 28.8.
I have to
So,
go downstairs to change the phone cable to go to the internet.
and then somebody picks up the phone and knocks you off whatever you're doing.
I know, right?
It's my parents would never let us use the internet until like, or let me play on the internet until like after everybody went to bed, and so like nobody was like calling because we only had like the one phone line. We weren't going to order a second phone line.
Oh, I was the one who upgrading everything because I needed to play my games.
That's right. I didn't really get into online gaming until we got some cable internet and I started playing a game online.
That was
And that
really,
was
I
it.
remember I buy my first computer with all the saving money that I had, and I get Counter-Strike, and Day of Defeat Swords was for free, and since then I'm playing Day of Defeat Swords.
So, yeah, so you got Day of Defeat Source the same way I did. You went and bought a disc that had Counter Strike.
Yeah, I think I still got it even somewhere.
It's like I don't even know how it got added to Steam. When Steam became a thing, it just showed up.
Yeah, you needed to download it because you couldn't play it or something. That's how it was with the disc.
And then did you have in like your library? You started seeing things like Half Life and Portal and all these other things
Yeah,
that
I was like,
that you didn't buy. You're just like, how do I have all these games? They just
yeah,
showed up.
it's still sitting on there Half-Life on my library. I never even downloaded
I know
it.
it's like I got 0 hours in Half Life. It's like I don't know. I don't want to know what this is. I want to play World War II shooter.
And now I got 86 games standing on there.
Most of them are from Valve, and we never play them.
No,
I
not
don't know.
even, to be
Some
honest.
people say Half Life's pretty good. Maybe I ought to like give it a shot one day. I don't know. Probably
I
not.
know it was for free a while ago, so I downloaded it.
But we're not ever gonna play it. Let's just be honest. All right, man. Well, I appreciate your time. I appreciate, I guess, the parenting advice as well, and the fact that you've made me hungry. So you're gonna
What
go,
you want to eat, I can make it.
right? I mean, when you come to Texas, dude, we might have to like If we can make it where you can come to my house, I'll just give you free range of the kitchen, dude, and you can just make whatever.
We're gonna make a really nice beef Wellington.
Oof. Is it what? I've heard of that. What is that?
That's a piece of beef, then covered with some mushrooms, some dry ham around it, and then puff pastry, and then bake it in
Oh
the oven.
yes.
That's
The
really
pastry
nice
thing.
then.
What's the thing with the bacon around the beef?
They put it also in the beef Wellington.
Oh, okay. But there's like a filet mignon. Is that what it is?
They're really really pure bacon, like the white one. Put it
Oh,
around and then bake it. That's also really awesome.
yeah.
Gives a lot of extra flavor to a piece of beef.
Oof, I love bacon and I like beef, so maybe who knows. But I
Uh,
like medium done, medium well. Is that a bad thing?
no,
Is that a
yeah, that's
bad
a
thing?
bad thing.
Is it really a bad thing?
I'm not gonna cook that. They have to be
Somebody,
warm, and that's it.
I guess that'll be my last question because I am kind of curious. Has anybody ever asked for something in your restaurant and you're like, no, I'm just not doing that?
Yeah, they asked me today even to get like a really nice piece of sirloin. Costs already €12 to buy, like $12. A salad for €40, so $40. They ask it to make it well done. I said, no, sorry, I will make a chicken fillet for you. I'm not gonna make that one well done. It's a shame
Oof.
of the meat. That cow lived for a reason.
I mean, I guess you have that. I guess you have that prerogative as the chef. It's like, no, it's just that's not up to my
Like
standards.
a medium well, I can live with. But that's
But a
really
well
I'm
done.
not well done. No,
We're
I
not
don't make
making
it.
jerky in here today, but boys.
Yeah, but that's different. That's a different kind of meat. You have to make it well done, or else it's not nice to eat.
Yeah,
With all the muscle in there, and same as a beef stew, you have to cook it for a couple hours to make it really tender.
yeah. Good old stew and soup. Not my favorite.
I know, but I can make you some really nice, typical Dutch pea soup with some smoky sausage in there and stuff. You will like it.
Give me the sausage without the soup. How about that?
But
I'll be.
it's not really a soup. You can eat it with a fork. That's how thick it is.
That's okay. Well, that's okay. Then I'll try it. If I could eat it with a fork, that's the thing. It's
I
like
will
even
see if
my wife will ask that sometimes. She's like, "What do you want for dinner?" I was like, "Something I can eat with a fork."
I will see if I can find a picture for the pea soup. There's really something typical Dutch in the winter. Really make you
Nice.
feel warm and.
Mm. Well, good. All right. So we'll just we'll finish up here. We'll wrap this up. Appreciate your time. Thanks for letting us get to know you a little bit more. Since I know we don't get to see as much as we'd like to. And
I'm gonna
like I
try
said,
to be
thanks
on
for.
more, but I'm busy always. It's just too late.
Yeah, I know, man. I don't have a good solution for it, and I hate myself that I don't. But we like how you're able to show up for like the things we do in like Saturday afternoon. So
I need my medals and stuff for my signature, right?
that's right. Got to get those. Got to get those ribbons. Everybody loves the ribbon drip. I guess is what it is. So, all right, man. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for your time, and for our listeners, we'll see you next time. See you later,
See
Koolmees.
see you next time, man.